Good morning, everyone. We'll begin Sunday service soon, so if you haven't already, please take your seats. Yes, happy Sunday. I hope all of you had a great celebration for July 4th weekend, seeing some fireworks or doing some barbecue. And let's get right into our announcements. Okay, so starting off with our usual announcement for Belvedere Peace Garden. Right now, it's currently garlic harvesting time. So after the rain last night, the garden is very happy and flourishing and ready for our next harvest. So soon we will plant winter squash where the garlic used to be. And we will also plant some late summer vegetables. So if you would like to volunteer and be able to contribute to our Belvedere Peace Garden, please visit whenever you can. And this is a look of our Belvedere pollinator garden. So this week, the first monarch butterflies arrived, and they're like looking for nectar and milkweed to feed their caterpillars. And you can see it's very vibrant and many flowers and whatnot. So even though there's a lot of rain recently, it's also really helping out the garden. So if you would like to see some more up close, please visit as usual. And we always have our game nights at the Agora House every Thursday at 7 p.m. And if you would like to enjoy a fun night of games and snacks and fellowship, please come to the Agora House over there. And snacks and drinks will be provided. And it's a great opportunity to enjoy a relaxed evening all together and bring your favorite games as well. You can also introduce your favorite games to those around you, and you can enjoy it all together. And it'll be hosted by Jinseo Park. So if you have any questions or comments, please go to him. And we have our Parents' Day celebration for this year on Saturday, July 25th from 10 a.m. So if you'd like to join for fun, festivities, and also praising our Heavenly Parent, while we honor all these parents chosen to receive this year's Excellence in Parenting Award, please come on this Saturday. It will be here at Belvedere. There is a registration fee of $20 that includes a barbecue lunch. So if you'd like to participate, please tell or call Julia Okamoto. She is the person in charge. So if you have any questions, please go to her as well. Yes, so very important announcement. So on August 1st, we'll have our Hyojeon Chombo Great Works, which can be participated online or on site. And for the Northeast region, we will be satelliting here along with Connecticut. The main venue will be in Clifton Church, but please register using the QR code. But I'm sure all of you also received a notification about this in your email, so please make sure to do so. We have a desk today as well, run by Mrs. Kanai Holtz. So if you have any questions regarding ancestor liberation, or you also want to register or make some donations, please do so. There are multiple steps to this process, such as paying the mandatory $35 registration fee beforehand. And then after receiving confirmation from Las Vegas Family Church, that is when you print out your papers and make sure to mark down whichever service or whichever part of the event you're participating in, and then pay by check. So if you have any questions, you're free to welcome Mrs. Kanai Holt. And yes, August 1st, it'll be from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. So an all-day event. So please register. And we have our upcoming family workshop at Belvedere. It will be from August 19th to the 22nd, with the theme From Belvedere's Legacy to Our Family's Future. And we have lectures on America's Providence and the history of Belvedere, marriage enrichment lecture, Turvey's Garden, family activities, and we have lectures from Reverend Masayoshi Kajikuri, Reverend Luke Higuchi, and Reverend Kazuhide Kikuchi. And There will be English interpretation and translation provided. And international couples can also participate along with families of second and third generation members too. And it's very open to a wide audience. I hope that all of you can make time to participate if you're under this demographic. There will be babysitting and activities provided for preschool children and under. And if you have any children, young children, there are also simple lectures and activities that they can participate in so they can also have fun. And the participation fee is as follows. If you are an adult who would like to stay overnight, all those 3 nights, it'll be $380 per person. If you're a commuting adult, it will be $170, and for children, will be $30 per family. So if you have any other questions, we have our own pastor as one of the lecturers and one of the main organizers. So please come up to Reverend Kikuchi. And as usual, you can find the Sunday program guide at our website. And that is it for announcements. So let us welcome up the song team.
All right. Hey, guys. Good morning. How you guys doing? Let's all stand. Let's sing. The heat has finally passed, but unfortunately would have brought a little bit of a storm. But it's all cooler now. So let's sing about all these lands. I have been wandering all over this world, looking for something I just couldn't find. Seems like I'm moving in search of myself. Where will I find my peace of mind? My peace of mind. All the lands that I love, all the seas that I sail. Miles and years roll by me. It's been such a lonely trail. Finally a welcome felt deep in my soul. No, I will find it in this city of gold. People so friendly, I know I will meet. My heart's pouring open, please take it for keeps. Take it for keeps. All the lands that I love, all the seas that I sail, can't compare to you now. My heart is in your hand. Our love's creating a world full of hope. Faces are glowing in the fresh morning sun. Children are dancing, all races are one. Father is laughing, our new life's begun. New life's begun. All the lands that I love, all the seas that I sail, are fulfilled in this moment. We've come home to your love. All the lands one more time. All the lands that I love, all the seas that I sail, are fulfilled in this moment. We've come home to your love. All right. Thank you. And as we celebrate people maybe leaving, coming, going, I think internally, we can never really leave this family that There's always support and love. So no matter where you go, we'll never leave you. I never leave you anymore, for I have found in your bright eyes a river of love, a heart of gold, a peaceful mind, a hand to hold. And what will I do with this precious gift? Shall I embrace it to myself? Oh no, I can't. I will lose it, sure. It must be here if it's to endure. And how will I use this treasure store? How will I share this wordless joy? I'll greet all men with a loving heart. I'll speak the truth with a clear voice, and together we'll build a world that's new, that's fit for kings and fit for queens. We'll raise them up to rule the land and place the million in your hand. One more time, I'll never leave. I'll never leave you anymore, for I have found in your bright eyes a river of love, a heart of gold, a peaceful mind, a river of love, a river of love, a heart of gold, a peaceful mind, a hand to hold. Thank you. You may all be seated.
Please join me in prayer. Good morning, our loving Heavenly Parents of heaven and earth and all humankind. Thank you so much for this beautiful Sunday. We can gather here at this beautiful Belvedere property where our true parents have been investing so much of their lives, their blood, their tears, their heart, to really save this nation, Heavenly Parents. And yesterday, as we celebrated the 250-year birthday of America, Heavenly Parents, we know many sacrifices have been made by thousands of servicemen and women all around the world to keep this nation free where we can practice our freedom of speech, we can practice our faith in whichever way we want. And Heavenly Parents, we're so grateful to you and all the people that have gone before us, Heavenly Parents. We stand before you humbly, and with this in mind, we also today, as we can celebrate our assistant pastors, Mika, honoring all her effort she has given into this community, Heavenly Parents. Many things we may don't even know what she has done, but Heavenly Parents, we're so grateful that we have this opportunity, that we can celebrate her today, and we can, I'm sure, also learn new things about her, Heavenly Parents. And also, with this appreciation, we also think of our true mother as she's still in a very difficult situation. We really pray with all our hearts and hopes that she will be able to go home to Chamangun soon, Heavenly Parents, and she can be surrounded by her family who care so much for her, and all our brothers and sisters that are praying for her every day. Heavenly Parents, please be with us today, and that we can really enjoy this special Sunday as a family with your heart and spirit all among us. Heavenly Parents, I pray this in gratitude in our Holy Mother name and my name, Renate Satteo, blessed family, Aju and Amen.
Thank you for the beautiful and thoughtful opening prayer and for our song team as well. Actually, right before we head into our main program, my apologies, I forgot to include one announcement, so if I can invite up Mr. Peter Reiner.
Hello, everybody. Some of you already heard about the passing of our brother, Chris Bernard. He fought a long battle with some serious illness, about 6 months. And there's going to be a wake this Tuesday up in the Peekskill area at the Joseph F. Nardone Funeral Home. And there'll be an email about all this coming maybe today, maybe tomorrow. We don't have all the details yet, but that wake will take place from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. Some of you know Annie, Chris's wife, and his children, Timmy, well, his son Timmy and Timmy's wife Maria. They've been working to organize all of this, and there will be a church service at the Elizabeth Ann Seton Church in Shrub Oak, which is right next to Peekskill, at 10 a.m. this coming Wednesday. And that detail also will be in the email, so look out for that. And there will also be a memorial event here at Belvedere later in the week. We just don't know exactly when, so keep your eye out for an announcement about that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. If you have any questions, please let him know. And yes, as we move on to the main segment of today's Sunday service, as you may all know, we have our assistant pastor Mika here with us today. She will be stepping down from her role at Belvedere after the past several years, and she'll be moving on to her next chapter in Bridgeport, Connecticut. So this will be one of the last Sunday services that maybe she'll visit back soon here and there, but I want to, or this will be a service to really honor everything that she has done for the past several years, and to also commemorate all the hard work and investments she has put into this community. And I'm sure that all of you have worked with her, talked with her, engaged with her, and she's a very vital member of our Belvedere community. So we'd like to really begin our appreciation service for her. And similar to the way we did Sunil's appreciation service, we have three representatives giving a testimony of appreciation. So our first appreciation testimony is being given by actually our Pastor Justin. So we can help welcome up Pastor Justin.
All right. Good morning, everyone. So I was told I have about an hour to speak. Is that right? Yeah, that wouldn't be long enough actually to appreciate this very precious sister. Yeah, wow. I'm really happy that I could share a little bit of my appreciation for Pastor Mika. Yeah, I was talking to my wife, and we were trying to we were going back and forth about some things to mention, and my wife just kept going on and on and on, and I was like, you should speak. You have a lot to say. But anyway, I'm here representing the two of us. So some of these are from me, some of these are from her. But yeah, many of you know Pastor Mika. She's been working with the Belvedere community with me for the past, 4 years. And actually how that all started was originally she was elected as a member of our council. And, at the time, I think it was maybe the first elected council that since I became the pastor. And she was called and she accepted and she stepped up. And I don't think she knew where that was going to lead. But, every year we have these council retreats, and, we had a council retreat, and I had a chance just to speak with Mika, and I remember just asking her what her dream was in her life and what she wanted to do. And she was sharing with me that, she really believes in the value of community. She wants to help people to heal and to, overcome their difficulties. And I was just so moved by kind of the sincerity of her heart to want to serve. And at the time, actually, I was very seriously looking for an assistant pastor because it was quite a lot, coming into the role without one. There's just so much to do as a pastor, right? So I was really praying to God, please, help bring somebody, show me who this person could be. And then when we had that conversation, just something like very strongly clicked in my heart, my mind, that, oh my gosh, God is putting this person right in front of me, answering my prayers. And I don't remember if it was at that retreat or very shortly after that retreat that I had approached Pastor Mika and asked her if she'd like to be my assistant pastor. And I think I said, you have 2 hours to answer or something like that. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I think very, very quickly she said yes, and she stepped up, and they say the rest is history, right? She really did such an amazing job. But yeah, I really feel I don't think when she was talking to me, she didn't realize that she was, she wasn't trying to get a job, right? She wasn't trying to get a position or something. She was just sharing from her heart, right? And I think that's one of the most important aspects of any leader, is just the sincere desire to want to serve people, right? And yeah, I really feel that's Mika in a nutshell. It's just somebody who wants to be of service, who wants to contribute to people's lives. So that's one thing I want to just highlight. Another thing I'm really grateful for is her just bringing that more feminine perspective into our ministry. That was something that I felt was so important, was that there, it was myself and Pastor Daryl, these two guys, two dudes, right? And she really, I felt, balanced us out a lot. Just bringing that more warmth, that nurturing spirit. And yeah, I know my wife also mentioned that she really appreciated the women's her tribe circles that Pastor Mika initiated. It was a time when young women got together and just had this really amazing space to share with each other and to grow together as sisters. And yeah, also my wife had mentioned that many arguments that we would have had were avoided because of Pastor Mika's presence. Because there were many times where my wife wanted to give me some feedback, but as you know, sometimes it's not easy to get feedback from your spouse, right? But many times the feedback that she wanted to give, Pastor Mika would eventually at some point give it to me. And somehow it was a little bit easier for me to appreciate when it came from Pastor Mika. I said, okay, you have a point there. So yeah, I can testify that Pastor Mika saved our marriage. Thank you. Thank you, Pastor Mika. Another amazing accomplishment, I think, was the garden ministry, right? Of course, with the help of Dominic, who I think we'll share later. But yeah, I really feel as a ministry, it wouldn't have developed without Pastor Mika's investment and her leadership. And for me personally, that was actually incredibly transformative, because even to this day, I have a garden in my house growing some vegetables, and it's always a place of rejuvenation. And we have this incredible space now that really just complete 180 transformation, turning into this luscious community space that is bringing life to our community. So yeah, really appreciate Pastor Mika for that. And one more is the festivals that we've developed throughout the years. As you all know, the Spring Fest, the Family Fest, the Fall Fest, all of these festivals. This was a kind of a big dream, was to create this environment here at Belvedere where, eventually we could really open up the gates for the public to come in, to enjoy this incredible space, the fruits of our investment and our devotion. And the reason why I appreciate Pastor Mika about these is I can kind of see very clearly how she's grown throughout the years. That she started off being very shy, maybe not really wanting to take the lead and to to give commands and directions to people. Much more happy kind of working in the background, right? But year after year, she stepped up a little bit more. She took bigger responsibilities, going from handling mainly the vendors to this past Spring Fest. Really, I was pretty much 100% hands off. Like I didn't really have to do anything. And I completely was able to trust that Pastor Mika could take the lead and to give the direction or give the feedback, give the input that was needed. And yeah, I'm just really proud of how she's grown over the years. And I think it really goes to show that it really doesn't matter in life, where we start the journey, whatever that journey is. But it's just the willingness to go through that journey that matters the most. And as long as we maintain our faith and keep taking those steps forward, God will bring us to places that we never imagined. And I really believe that God did amazing things in Mika's life. Most incredible thing is that she is now blessed, right? Let's give it up for that. Yeah. So I feel it's kind of incredible how the timing all works. Like, I think Pastor Mika really kind of blossomed and bloomed in so many different areas all in this past year. And really the fruits of all that investment is really showing in her life. And I'm really, just so happy about that. And finally, just to, again, I could have spoken for an hour or more, but just to leave some room for everyone else. Finally, I just want to, thank Pastor Mika personally for just the friendship over the years. I am, for me, it's never been very easy for me personally to really create deep friendships with people, create that deep sense of connection and just feeling comfortable around people, comfortable enough to be myself, to joke around, to be silly sometimes, to be serious sometimes, even to be very straight and upset sometimes. But that's all part of me, right? And she created space for me to be myself, to be who I am, where I am in any given moment. And there were times when I felt, when she was down, I was there to pick her back up. And there were times when I was down and she was there to pick me back up. And that's a friendship that I will always cherish. And even if you are, not the assistant pastor here, you're always going to be one of the cherished friends in my life. And please don't be a stranger to this community and to myself. And I was thinking, Michael, one of the songs we could have performed today is the Don't You Forget About Me. You know that song? It's a little different vibe than what we're used to, but I just thought about it. Anyway, don't forget about us, Pastor Mika. We love you and so grateful for you. And that's all I wanted to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor Justin, for your testimony. And I would like to invite up the next testimony giver. It will be Uncle Dominic Barber.
How to do justice to a good send-off for Mika. I used to make fun of Mika a lot when she first started. She's laughing because she knows. And part of the reason was because she's so cute, right? And another, I have to confess, another part of the reason was because in the beginning, she always appeared to me to be very delicate and a little bit fragile. And so I was trying to toughen her up a little bit. I was wrong about that. I realized the first big eye-opener for me in seeing her inner strength was when she gave her first sermon. And it's a very beautiful sermon, a message from the heart, but also her delivery was exuded this confidence and strength that came from inside. And I realized that she's a very spiritual person and has cultivated her spirituality intentionally over many years. And I was listening to a podcast the other day about the the person in the podcast was talking about the difference between spirituality and religion. And she said that the religion always comes from your external environment. You learn it from somebody else. It gets to you from your parents. But spirituality is at least partly innate. Everyone has it. And your religion can inform that and develop it, but you have to actually intentionally develop your spirituality. And we need spirituality much more than we need religion. You can change your religion, you can believe in this one day and that another day, but it's only the truly spiritual people that can make the world a better place. And so you can see that in Mika. And it's a little harder to see than than some things. You'll see it when you enter into a conversation with her and you know that she's 100% there. She's not thinking of something else or wishing she was talking to somebody different. She's there with you. And also, she's a poet. She's got some amazing poetry, too. And so I began to appreciate that about her. And I have to say that maybe I could say I learned a lot of things from her, but maybe she would appreciate a different way to say this. I learned things from myself by being around her, or from God by being around her. And so people like that are incredibly valuable. And I feel like maybe without being very ostentatious and dramatic, everywhere she goes, she's going to be an asset to the community. I feel a bit jealous for Bridgeport now because they get to have that presence in their community. So I just want to say thank you for the last few years where you have brought your great spirituality to the forefront so that all of us could experience that and learn from it. So thank you, Mika. You're the best.
Thank you, Uncle Dominic, for your testimony. The final testimony will be given by me. So I will, yes. I would like to express my deepest appreciation for Pastor Mika as she moves towards her next step of her journey in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And when I first arrived to the Belvedere community as an advanced trainee, she was one of the first members of the staff to welcome me alongside Pastor Justin or Uncle Daryl and Sunil. And she was very kind and greeted me warmly every Sunday. And throughout my year of advance, I had the opportunity to work with her in various events, such as her Tribe for Women's Federation. I remember that was one of the first events that she asked me to help out with, like an activity or just to participate. And that was when NGM was still here, and I really appreciated that. And it's a Fall Fest as well. The Fall Fest is a huge event, one of the bigger events that I helped out with in the beginning of my advanced career. And I also was a vendor at that time. I was drawing portraits for people, caricatures. And even with that, she provided a lot of assistance and made sure that I was able to be in a position where it was raining that day. So, for example, locating me to the second floor so I wouldn't be wet drawing people. Or and just each Sunday service in general too. I always see her leading the prayer huddle, and I was making sure that all the programs go smoothly and making sure that there are no questions or concerns from everyone. And it takes a lot of leadership to do that consistently. And it's thanks to her that I was able to assimilate myself into this community bit by bit. And since she'll occasionally reach out to me and ask if I was interested in helping out or volunteer, saying there's this opportunity, would you like to help out? This opportunity, would you like to be a part of it? And with Advance, with each community, it's very different. Sometimes there's like a solidified schedule that people advanced training is gonna go by because they live in like public centers. But I live at the White House, and it's not. I have more free time and I have more flexibility, but that also means it's not always clear like which roles to help out in or which events. But she will help kind of navigate that path for me, and I really appreciated that. And Mika has always invested her heart into everything that she does. And whether it's each like weekly meeting on Zoom that we had with core staff or preparing for large scale events held at Belvedere, such as those fall fests or spring fest and whatnot, she made sure that everything was conducted smoothly by paying attention to small details or checking in with each person and their respective responsibilities, making sure that everyone is on the same page. It takes a lot of determination and effort to plan all those large scale events when there are multiple communities involved and we have guests of over 100, 200 people. And even gathering volunteers one by one, she always will reach out and make sure that there's always sufficient support to carry out each event. And personally, I also appreciated your presence in every room that we were together because she is one of the few older sister figures that I was always around with. I'm 24 and we're like 10 years apart, but there's not many people between that age for sisters at least. And I remember there were times where I was feeling a bit, in the beginning, I was feeling a bit more lonely because there's nobody around that was like my age, 24, 25, 26. But whenever I saw her, I always felt like this reassuring and comforting feeling to know that at least I have someone like her in the community I can like count on or I can rely on. And as Pastor Justin mentioned as well, I'm sure that she provided a lot of a feminine approach and perspective on matters and discussions, which is often needed in leadership, and especially right now with True Mother as well. It's very important for also sisters to be involved in these huge decision-making processes and the future of our community, and to really convey the heart of True Mother and this motherly approach. And although I was only in Belvedere for 1 year, I was able to still see so much of the impact that you left on me, but also each and every single person in this community. So thank you so much for all your contributions. I'm sure that behind the scenes too, that there's a lot of logistics, operations, and matters that you're carrying out without anyone noticing. But I'm sure that Heavenly Parent and your parents noticed every single one of your efforts, and I hope that at least on the physical earth, a lot of us are able to recognize your efforts as well. And I think this past year as well, there's been a change in Belvedere already, and I feel like you were a large part of it. So I wish you the best of luck on your next chapter in Connecticut. And we are always your community and family, so please come visit time to time. Thank you so much. We love you. Okay, so that concludes the testimony portion of our program, and we have a little video compilation for her that was made by Corey Fontaine and Paki Fontaine, so appreciation to them. So let's turn our attention to the screen.
심장이 바운스 바운스 두근데 들릴까봐 겁나 한참을 망설이다 용기를 내 밤새워 준비 한수 내고 고백해도 될까 처음 본 순간부터 내 모습이 내 가슴 울렁이게 만들었어 Baby you're my trampoline You make me bounce bounce 수많은 인연과 바꾼 너인 걸 사랑이 남긴 상처들도 감싸줄게 어쩌면 우린 벌써 알고 있어 그토록 찾아 헤맨 사랑의 꿈 외롭게만 하는 걸 You make me You make me bounce 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 망설여져 나 혼자만의 감정일까 내가 잘못 생각한 거라면 어떡하니 눈물이 나 별처럼 반짝이는 눈망울도 수줍어
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much to Paki and Kaori Fontaine. They're not with us in this room, but they put together this video for her. So, oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Let's give a round of applause for them too. Thank you so much for making this video. It captured a lot of appreciation for them. Okay. So, yes. Actually, right now, I would like to invite up Pastor Mika herself to give a message of reflection and appreciation, anything she wants to share to her heart. So for the last time, please let us welcome up Pastor Mika.
My goodness, you saw all those pictures. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Gosh, when I became assistant pastor, yeah, I was very intimidated by the title. Yeah, there was another thing that we talked over the phone before deciding was, maybe I shouldn't be called the assistant pastor. Maybe it should be something else. Because I was just so intimidated of that responsibility. And yeah, I just felt like, oh my gosh. But then at the end, I was like, okay, it's fine. We'll just call me that. It's fine. Just to make it simple. But yeah. Yeah, I think for a while I felt, yeah, not like I was kind of like half in, half out in this community before. And I think after COVID, I just felt like there was like a chunk of time where I was just like thinking so much about, I really want to do more, you know, with my life. Like, and yeah, it was really amazing that I was called to be one of the council members, but also suddenly an assistant pastor. I really wanted to serve. That was the one thing that kept me going, was I was so inspired and so like ready. I was like, oh my gosh, I got this position. Now I can create, I can, do so much for the community. And I was very optimistic. But soon I realized that it wasn't an easy task, and I think that really humbled me a lot, I was so like, oh my gosh, I have so many ideas, so many things I want to create. And yet I was still, very shy and very like, not sure how to communicate with people yet. But I realized that, being of service most times is really not about me. Not about, I mean, sure, yeah, I can create, I can share my ideas, my opinions, but most times it's really not about me. It's about you, right? It's about all of you and how to create a community that you all feel welcomed, safe, and feel joyful coming to. And I think that really humbled me a lot. I learned even more to listen and to really let go of my ego a lot and to hold even more capacity to hold space for others and for you. And yeah, I really felt that this was the first community that I really invested fully in. I originally was born in Virginia. I was part of that community when I was a child, but I never really invested anything really in it. I was a child. I was just absorbing everything. But coming here, it took a while to become in the community, but after a while, I felt that I really invested my heart and my time here. And yeah, I really felt that I'm glad I made that jump to serve here. Yeah, I may not have talked to most of you, most of you I have, but maybe some of you I didn't really talk so deeply with. But just know that I really saw each one of you. Every Sunday. I'm not only just counting you. I'm. I really did. See you, and prayed like, oh, I hope they're having a good time. I hope everything's going well. And I really appreciated the few of you that I did talk so deeply with. I really learned about all your stories. And that's my favorite part, learning about each person's life. And then I feel like I could learn something about myself too. And then it could also help me to be inspired about how to even more create a community for you guys. And yeah, I really did. Yeah, I mean, most of the time, like everyone, right? We all go through ups and downs, and I tried my best, even though I sometimes felt very discouraged or down. All I really wanted to do and mustered my strength was just to be the light for all of you. And whether it was just through my smile most times and just being present, I really wanted to be that. That was something I really, every Sunday or every time I had a meeting, that's the one thing I was like my mantra, is just to be the light. And whatever happens, happens. It was my way of reassuring that everything will be okay, and it always will be. But yeah, I just wanted to also mention just a bit of a shout out to also my parents, my mom, and also Bill. Most times, yeah, you haven't really heard me speak too much. I know I've shared a lot with Pastor Justin, but usually it was around the dinner table with my mom and Bill. We would talk like a lot about our community. Yeah, they would help me a lot to understand mostly what I couldn't understand. And yeah, Bill was very, very good at describing things. And since he was on a different kind of level in the headquarters and church and all that, it was easier for me to understand the local level from up here to down here. So I really appreciated that support, and of course the encouragement from my mom, and both my mom and Bill, even though they've seen, behind closed doors how much it's hard to carry such, big community. And even though I wasn't, like the head pastor, but still it was also, how to also support Justin as well. And so I really appreciate that parental support most times, and appreciate that, they could hear me out, even though they were so busy on their own. Um, so yeah, I really appreciate that. And also to my sister and their family. Yeah, I really appreciate them as well. I know the same desire that I have for community also is what my sister desires as well. So I really appreciate, them, supporting me as well. Yeah, and then of course, it's Pastor Daryl. Always the voice of reason sometimes, and also just a grounding presence. Yeah, it was always nice to hear that he would call me sometimes, check on me. How are you doing? Yeah, it was always nice to talk for at least, an hour or so, just to vent sometimes. So it was nice. And it's easier to talk to someone who, we're like coworkers, right? We kind of understand what's going on, and can share in that empathy for what's happening in the community and all that. But yeah, and also to Pastor Justin as well. Yeah, even though I'm a good listener, but he's also a very good listener too. So I'm sure all of you know that. So I really appreciated, all of my thoughts, and sometimes out of the box things that I would say. It's very. I really appreciate just you listening, and just holding that space as well, and allowing my voice to come out as well. So I really appreciated that. And it's very easy to support Justin and Kazuka, because they're also very cute too, right? So yeah, such a cute couple. And also just thank you to all of the staff that I've worked with. I know maybe some of you aren't here, but yeah, I really appreciate everybody. And yeah, I mean, I think the key takeaways that I'm going to take with me is that I really learned a lot about communication. I feel like there was a lot of jobs that I had before that kind of led up to this moment where I had to really learn about how to communicate. And the interesting thing about this community, and probably working in a community, is that everybody here is so different, right? Everyone communicates differently, and I had to learn how to communicate with each individual person at their level, and at their the how I would say it, or the way I would say it. Okay, maybe I need to be more serious with this person, not joke around too much, or maybe this person where I can be a little more free and be myself. So it's I had to learn how to. Yeah, communication was such a strong thing that I learned, and I also wanted to master that myself, as to be a communicator as well, because obviously was a very shy person, and I used to I don't like to speak in front of people, or sometimes with people. I usually like to listen. So yeah, that's the one thing I will really take away from being in this position. Another thing that I wanted to mention that was very, very important is that I've experienced many different organizations or schools or different lifestyle, but what I found so profound was in this community, in this organization, it's amazing to me that you all are very devoted. And that devotion really inspired me a lot. It's very rare, I think, to really come into a community and you can feel it. You can feel how much you are devoted to God, to parents, to Heavenly Parent, like everything, your whole heart. Even the 6 a.m. morning devotions. I had to wake up early to MC that one time of my life. That was that was amazing. And I really am not really a morning person, but yeah, I would wake up like 5 a.m. just to get ready to wake myself up. And it was at first driving here, and then suddenly we did on Zoom, and then yeah, I never saw such devotion. It was inspiring. And that's also something to be very proud of. And that's something I'm still working on. Like I have my own, devotion to certain things, but not that deep devotion where I am going to wake up every day and go 6 a.m. and pray. Like or even at night now at 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. or 1 a.m. So yeah, it's amazing. It's something to really be proud of. It is very rare, and not every religious organization or spiritual places do that. And also another key takeaway is community life. I think from like middle school or high school, I really longed for a community. And I'm really grateful that in my mid-20s onward, I was able to come here and really experience that. And I mostly experienced it early on through the youth. And then becoming the assistant pastor, I could see it through just being with all of you. And I feel like, as a person that wants community, it doesn't hurt to actually be in a leadership position to actually feel it. Because once I became in a leadership position, I felt not only this responsibility, but I also felt like I was connected to all of you. And I felt like I belonged. And I felt like, wow, they rely on me, but I also rely on them. So it's an experience to really have and to really step into, and you actually feel like you will actually learn so much about yourself, the good and the bad, but still it's like you gain this confidence that even at the end of the day, maybe you feel like you didn't do enough, but then it's like, oh, actually I did my best. I did my best, and everyone will be okay. So that is definitely something I will take away, and I do not want to, move away from community life. I really enjoy it a lot. And even though I am, going to be at Bridgeport, but still my mom is still here. So, and I love the garden. So, so I'll definitely be back. Obviously, it's such a beautiful place, Belvedere community. So yeah. So I just want to say, thank you for allowing me to serve you and the Belvedere community in this capacity. At the same time, I do feel torn. I feel this sense of grief, stepping away from this position. But I also feel, excited about what's ahead. So, So even though I do grieve this position, but I keep telling myself, so even though there's like obviously so much more I would love to do and would love to create and would love to serve, and I'm sure I will again and always. But just knowing that as reflecting my time, I feel like I really have given my whole heart. And I know that maybe some of the things I've done went unseen, but I only wish that, or I not only wish, but I trust that you will be in good hands. Because we all need to have like new energy, right, to continue growing towards deeper love. And sometimes releasing what has held on to you or held on to me for so long can be the next best thing to bring us closer to what we can create even more. So, yeah, being an assistant is not an easy job, but it really has opened my heart and deepened my love for people, and especially leaders. I know we all have, push and pull or love or hate relationship with leaders. But as in this position, I become more compassionate towards them, that they are also doing their best. And I saw that a lot. So yeah, I'm really grateful for Hannah for stepping up to be the pastor's assistant here at Belvedere. I really see that she cares a lot for this community, and within the year that she's been here with us. And I really truly thank God for that. Truly. So thank you all. Thank you so much, and thank you for this day. I'm really grateful to be with all of you, and this is not goodbye. So yes, we'll be seeing each other soon.
Yes, thank you, Pastor Mika, for your wonderful and touching message of appreciation. I'm sure it touched everyone's hearts in the community. And just as a symbol of our appreciation to you as a community, we'd like to present you a bouquet. So if you can come up to the stage. And take a photo with the staff, or take a photo with the staff. So Pastor Justin, Reverend Kikuchi. And actually, we'd like to take a group photo all together so we can keep this in our digital archive of memories of Belvedere community. So if we can all, if there's an empty seat next to you, just scooch in to the middle to ensure that we can picture all of your beautiful faces. You can fill up the seats in the middle as well, just momentarily.
Thank you, Pastor Mika.
Thank you. And yes, before concluding this Sunday service, I would like to give just a short introduction and really briefly some remarks. As Pastor Mika mentioned, yes, from this month I have this incredible honor of serving the Belvedere community with the role of pastor's assistant to Reverend Kikuchi. And yes, Reverend Kikuchi and I have worked together for more than 1 year since we both arrived in New York. We arrived in New York on the same day, and we went to the Leadership Summit right after. And he has been one of my role models ever since. And throughout the conversations, both lighthearted but also deep, I have come to understand his vision and calling for his mission in America. And yes, I have absolute faith in Reverend Kikuchi and his vision, and I hope to convey his heart to my utmost extent through translation in the meantime. But while he's putting tremendous effort into learning English, but I hope that very soon enough, he is able to convey full-heartedly his hopes and visions for not only Belvedere, but also for America. And yes, through engaging with him, I understand why True Mother has personally selected him to come to America. And by attending Reverend Kikuchi, I will see this as my attendance towards True Mother as well. And by also uniting with him, I will utilize my own individual unique strengths and skills for the betterment of this community and for Providence as well. And I'll continue to learn from him as I am every day, whether it's about life of faith and our movement's teachings, or what kind of leader to be, what kind of even parent to be. Right now, his family is here, and he's an incredible father. And through him, I'm able to see like what kind of parent that I want to be in the future as well. And yes, as the only advanced trainee who is staying in their assigned community post-graduation, I have this advantage of being able to look forward for Belvedere's future as I can invest long-term in this community together with Reverend Kikuchi and staff and witness the growth and progress firsthand for the next upcoming years. And I can see clearly the love that Reverend Kikuchi has for Belvedere. And I'm committed to loving the Belvedere community as much as he does and as much as Heavenly Parent and True Parents does in this historical place. So yes, thank you so much. And yes. And yes, so this concludes our service, but we would like to close in prayer with Pastor Mika. So if you can all join Pastor Mika in prayer.
Great, please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Parent and True Parents, wow, thank you for such a beautiful, beautiful Sunday service here as an appreciation for not only myself, but for all the Belvedere members here, and for also Hannah, who continues the legacy of this place as being the pastor's assistant. Thank you for joining us today as you poured your love and light and joy into our gathering. And I pray that each one of us here feels loved and delighted to go on to their own personal path this week and to be filled with so much inspiration and thoughts and action to really bring God and love to the world and to everyone they meet. So I pray this in all of our names, in my name, in attendance to Holy Mother Han, Mika Rothstein, and Matthew Evans, a blessed couple. Amen and Aju.
And let us welcome up the song team to conclude today's Sunday service.
All right, let's sing. We should have done that song. Don't you forget about us. It would be right.
Can I make an announcement first?
Of course.
Before we end, I think many of you know that there was a world headline shattering wedding in Madison Square Garden this week, 44 years ago. So, and many of you here, all of you who are part of that wedding, can you raise your hands? Yeah. Wow, this is a happy anniversary. Can we sing happy anniversary, Romiko?
Happy
Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary, blessed couple. Happy anniversary to you.
Hey, I'll be honest. I thought you were referring to. There's like a Taylor Swift wedding this week. I was like, I was gonna roll my eyes like, oh, come on, like, but yes, that was the real wedding. Right? Yes, yeah, world headline. So let's say by and by, even though it's not really by and by, it's like BY, but close enough. Let's sing. By and by, when the morning comes, all the saints of God are gathered home. We'll tell the story how we've overcome, and we'll understand it better by and by. We are tossed and driven on the restless sea behind. Summer skies and howling tempests of sail abroad sunshine. In the land of perfect day, when the mists have rolled away, we will understand it better by and by. By and by, when the morning comes, all the saints of God are gathered home. Right here we'll tell the story how we've overcome, and we'll understand it better by and by. We are often destitute of the things that life demands. Want to shelter and food, thirsty hills and barren lands. We are trusting in the Lord and abhorring to His word. We will understand it better by and by. Sing it! By and by, when the morning comes, all the saints of God are gathered home. Oh, we'll tell the story how we've overcome, and we'll understand it better by and by. Trials dark on every hand, and we cannot understand all the ways that God will lead us to that blessed promised land. But He guides us with His eye, and we'll follow Him on high, and we'll understand it better by and by. By and by, when the morning comes, hey, hey, all the saints of God are gathered home. Right here we'll tell the story how we've overcome, and we'll understand it better by. One more time, by and by. By and by, when the morning comes, all the saints of God are gathered home. Right here we'll tell the story how we've overcome, and we'll understand it better by. And we'll understand it. And we'll understand it better by. One more time. And we'll understand it better by and by. Thank you, guys. Have a great Sunday. Please take the time to personally appreciate Mika as well, your personal stories, appreciations, and yeah, just have a great day. God bless.